Sunday morning, just arrived on site. We left, no daylight left last night. We left with the electrical still to be completed and more dirt to come in and leveling to be done. And mind you, it was dark when we left. I just got back on site at 7:45. Evidently, they come out here in the middle of the night and did a large share of the leveling. Also, the tree guys are already here this morning, and they've got most of the trees down except these two. So once they get them dropped, then we're ready to pull power. And I think the power guys were going to be here at 9 o'clock this morning, and the dirt trucks are supposed to start arriving at 9. So for a rough grade, this looks pretty good actually. I don't know when the hell he did it. Maybe he just did it this morning, but he would have been up here at daylight. But all we got left, we buried that last night, so I'm going to dig that anchor handle out of there so they can get that wire in. But all we got left for dirt is basically right down through here, down by that plastic bag into that last stick on the end. So whatever that is, 15 loads, 10 loads. And the rest of it should be in pretty good shape. And then we're going to basically grade the road, a ramp down to the curve there where it's kind of raised up on the curve. This all turned out pretty good here. I'm liking it. Looks like we could probably use another load over here. Another load over here to get this smoothed out. Yeah, it's going to take at least another load here. So, it's a good start to the day. Got 10 times more done already than what I thought we would. So yeah, we're looking pretty good this morning. I think Sawpit will appreciate the height of these canals around this fish pond now that this grade is all brought up to about the same level. But we got all day. We'll walk through some stuff here later. But yeah, I'm liking it. It's looking good. I'm liking it. Okay, we haven't made a lot of progress today. It's freaking 11 o'clock before the truck showed up. Had 2 trucks get stuck already. This guy just got out because they called the tractor over here to get him out. The first guy had to dump his load right there, so now they're trying to get it smoothed out. This guy got stuck there. They probably only had, well, you can see the red dirt here. That's all they've delivered today, and it's already freaking 3 o'clock. So in 5 hours, 4 hours, that's all they've delivered. And now they say they might not get done today. And it's only because they don't have trucks coming over here. They're sending them somewhere else. I know damn well that's the reason. The wires have been an all-day process. They cut these trees down this morning, and they already laid the wire out there on the ground. Well, the trees are on top of the wire, so they can't get the wire out. So they pulled the 2 lines to all the poles all the way up to here, and now I think they're just waiting on these logs. So I don't know if we're going to get either project done today again. So it's 4 p.m. now. We did get a tractor up here, but only because one of the trucks got stuck, so I had to bring the tractor over. And I was kind of complaining about taking too long, so he started leveling it. I think he's going to continue working on leveling it, but I don't think they're going to get it done today because they still got about 8 more trucks out there and the 6 loads I wanted in here. The problem is they got all the freaking trucks sitting here. They're not going out getting dirt. There's 3, those other 2 trucks are working on a project back here behind us that started today. They've had about 30 trucks back there. Electric, they finally got the wires out from under the trees. If you look close at the post over there, you can see you got 2 wires hanging from post to post, so they got them pulled to everywhere but here. So they're going up there now to loop the wires through there. We'll pull those. We're on tide time, so I'm not expecting anything. We just put the anchor cable on 5 minutes ago. Okay, one last update to round out the day and the week. It's Sunday night, and the dirt crew has left. They did cut a grade here to get the trucks up in here because they'd asked me if there were some low spots I wanted filled. So they dumped 5 trucks. They graded one out, graded the second one out, left the other 3. The tractor left, the trucks all left, and it was only 4:15. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. They started at 11 o'clock today. They left at 4:15, and all they had left was from right here over to there. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 trucks at the most. In the last hour, they had 3 trucks sitting up here doing nothing. So they easily could have finished this, easily. But instead, they chose to sit up here and joke around and go home. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. But no beer for them today, and no beer for me ever again for that group. They really let me down today. The wire crew, they're still working on it. You can see they got the top lines pretty well pulled tight. The other one's still laying. Here's the roll. Line runs up there, across there. They just got it all out from underneath the trees. So they're getting ready to tension that one up. It is fed through all the poles. They'll get up here, feed it through this insulator. Actually, if you look up there, there's a pulley up there that they're using to tighten it. But they'll get up here and tie it to this pole. And I think they'll probably quit for the day, because they still need to go to each pole and put I'm going to call it a wire tie, but it's not. But it's basically it's a metal strap that helps transfer the tension from the wire to the pole. But anyhow, they got that left, and then they got to just run the lines down this pole to a little breaker switch and an outlet. I really doubt if they'll do all that tonight. They really should have been done today easily, but the whole tree fiasco yesterday, where they had us asked to cut limbs off that little tree down there, and then the next day they said, oh, we need these 3 trees cut down. We had to line up somebody to cut the trees down. I had Sampit ask him, is that all you need? Is that all you need? Yep, that's it. 4 hours later, the owner of the property showed up and said, if you want to take all those trees down, you can take them down. So the electrician said, yep, let's take them down. Well, then they dropped them. They dropped them on the wires that they already strung out here, so they couldn't get to that wire all day long. So there's just a lot of stupid mistakes, poor planning. We weren't very productive at all today. It's disappointing. That's all I can say. It's bad into a good week, and I should be happy because we accomplished a lot this week, having nothing at all lined up when we showed up here 9 days ago. We got the fish pond dug, got those trees pulled out, got all this dirt pulled in here, got it mostly graded, got the power lines in, got our plans off to an architect to start getting them designed. And we accomplished a lot, but it's just disappointing that it ended like this. Okay, so I know I said that was the last update. So I mentioned to Sabai that I had some drainage issues, concerns along this rice road that we needed to correct. And I was going to need like 6 loads of dirt to dump on our side of the road so that everything would wash across the road into the rice field when it rained. So she went over to the crew that was working back here on this other project, talked to them, and she disappeared for about an hour. Next thing I knew, she had 6 loads of dirt in here after my crew left, dumped it and graded all this, and it ain't even dark yet. My crew went home an hour ago, and Sabai got this all done for me right here. And the grade looks really nice up here. He's not done back here, obviously. But I ordered 6 loads, or told her I thought it'd take 6 loads. She brought 6 loads, and it was a little too much, so they're over there getting rid of the extra one. But yeah, so the day ended on a good note, as it is. And
so cold, so no air condition.
Don't need no air condition now, do we? Sabai, number one. Number one, she got the dirt. Anyhow, this is the last video for today. It's Sampit and Kenny. And believe it or not, it's freaking cold here in Thailand today. It's probably, what, 60 degrees? Yeah, and windy. Windy as hell out here. But anyhow, had to update you one last time because this was a surprise. I was wondering where she disappeared to. I thought she went home, and next thing I knew, she showed up with 6 truckloads of dirt.